I'm at the top of my road and Jews have stopped me now and they're like, oh, you've done it. That's what they said to me, and it's like, can I get a picture? You're the most famous guy in our area.
I reckon you're not meant to be smoking, bro.
You need to chill out and stop telling me what to do.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
What the hell is going on?
The Drazzy Show.
All right.
We just had a major anomaly and a diversion.
Don't tell on my camera, I'm gonna sound mad and unprofessional, bro.
Basically, this guy didn't even press the record button.
The whole time we're talking, I had not pressed the record button on the audio recorder. And we had a very interesting conversation as well.
There's
like
just
10 minutes
diversions, bare anomalies, bare illusions.
I know on the way here, I asked you if you want to touch on the past, that you don't want to touch on the past.
We can touch on the past. We can touch on the past because it's the past, but I don't like making my past, innit? So it's like, it's already been spoken about. Piers Morgan on Andre Walker Talk TV, on the news many times. So talking about my past, it just bores the audience at the end of the day. But we can touch on it a bit. Get into random houses, let's go.
James, come to the front door right now, please.
James.
James.
Hi. You man, come.
Hello, James.
We need to speak to James.
James.
Hi.
Hi. James.
Is this where the study group is?
No. No. What door number is this?
No. Study group.
Yeah, 5:30. Come on. Come on. It's a bit more guys. Come on. I'm sorry.
Wait, this is not where the study
Yeah,
group
I got
is?
kids, man.
Oh, you got kids? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's how-
Oh, I thought this was the study group. I actually thought. And this is the study group.
Do you feel any kind of like I don't know, do you feel apologetic? Do you feel sad for the family whose house that you run up in?
Well, at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I went to go apologize. The next day, me and my friend, the one that walked into the house as well, we went to go apologize to the woman. We said sorry. We literally said like a 3-4 minute apology. Literally, she was there listening, recording with her phone because she was shocked that we actually came back. And but it was rather she was shocked that we came back, or she thought we was gonna do another madness. Yeah. So she got her phone out to record, and then we apologized. Then James, the guy that was in the house, he came to the door. And was just like, oh, just head him out because he actually came back and apologized because the video blew up overnight.
That's the husband.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay.
The video blew up overnight. Like
Yeah.
it only got 2 million views on TikTok on my page, but it went everywhere. Meme pages, it went on Twitter, it went on the news, like straight away. TikTokers walking into random houses. But that's like, I'm not the first person that's done that. There's been other guys that have done those videos, not even stage ones, actual people walking into random houses.
Oh, so it was a trend that you were copying?
It wasn't even a trend that I was copying. I just said, oh, look, the house is open, let me walk into it. But when I've done background research on the topic of this video of walking into random houses, there's been people that have done it way earlier, years ago.
Right, I never heard of that before. You know, that's a madness.
But obviously, because of who I am, I'm a prankster, a young black prankster. They want to tie it, oh yeah, he's walking into a posh white house. And then it just adds that stereotype, black people walking into houses.
So,
No.
do you think if you had walked into like a council estate, someone whose door was open in a council estate or a middle class person's house, you think it would have had the same reaction?
No.
No.
If I walked into a black person's house, not the same reaction.
I see.
But there would have been a different reaction to the actual people. They would have bugged out. They would have bomber clock, you did, man. They come with the belt and that and just come whooping our ass. But no, because the whole video was like an energy play, basically. I came into the house, I was talking about a study group. She didn't even see the camera getting recorded. So when I've sat down and I've played to the narrative of, this is a study group, we're in our study group, they didn't think too much of, he's recording us, privacy, this. They didn't think none of that. They just thought, yeah, he's here for a study group, but he must be misguided or misleaded. This is the wrong address. And that's what they kept saying. This is the wrong address. You're not meant to be here. And then the moment they said, we have children in the house, I've left. Because that's the mad thing now. That's when it's gotten a bit too far.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. When they said that, at the time, obviously, you're just some guy on the internet, you know. But all I remember thinking was, damn, if that dude run up in my house and my daughter, I don't know if he would have made it out alive, man.
That's what all the comments were saying. That's
I'm
why
not gonna
it went
lie.
to America, and that's why it blew up.
America would have been worse. You would have got shot a long time ago.
Literally, but the thing about it is, you see on Piers Morgan when I said UK laws are weak. This is the thing about it. Trespassing, civil offence in the UK, can't get arrested for it. Trespassing in America, you get shot for it. And this is why when it went to the American side and it blew up on Americans, they're like, come to America and do this prank. You won't make it out alive. No. But in Britain, you can do this stuff And it's like, oh, you get a slap on the wrist. Oh, there's leniency. Oh, there's this, there's that. Because like me, I've studied the rules and the laws before I done that video, innit? Like I've known about trespassing because I used to walk to the back of shops and videos, ride bikes and places. So trespassing in the UK is just so civil until you do it and they tell you to leave and you don't leave. If you do that, then it turns into aggravated trespass, and that's when it's a criminal offence.
So are you trying to make a point as in they should be a lot more strict, or are you saying that they should have shot you?
No, I'm not.
Or you should have got a stricter.
Not even stricter, or they should have shot me. More like they should redefine their laws to make it make more sense for people.
Hello world. You have currently found a house around the corner.
There's an open door there, and I know we shouldn't be doing this because we're supposed to be changing, but we have to.
One more time. You don't have to make this viral, I swear. And man, then record. Come. Wait, just chill. Chill. We outside. There's a left yard, bro. Oh shit. Yo, there's people in here. There's people in here. Oh shit.
Now, I'm sure the question you get a lot is, why have you got that hat on? I noticed you got different colours of that same kind of style of hat. What is that hat representing?
Well, it's like any type of religious covering too. But me, I'm not religious. I believe in belief. I believe in one God. I believe in just the Most High, innit? But obviously, this harnesses energy. Same way Muslims wear a headscarf, or the same way not Christians, same way Indian people wear a scarf, or Rastafarians, turban. Like, it's the same way. Like, I just like it. It makes me feel comfortable, and it harnesses energy. Like, it's actually a balaclava, but I never wear it like that because I don't like wearing balaclavas.
Oh, I see.
Like, bad man things. But no, I don't like wearing balaclavas still. So I just keep it as a hat. And obviously, this was a gift from my friend. Like, he gave me the black one to start off with, the one I wore on Piers Morgan. Like, he gave it to me maybe a day or two before Piers Morgan. And then I was just like, you know what? I'm going to start rocking this. It looks weird. It looks funky. It looks jazzy. I was going to say it's a fashion statement. It's called a daddy cake.
I see. And the necklaces, what are those representing? Daddy cake.
Daddy cake.
Daddy cake.
Daddy cake.
I said it, daddy cake.
No, I want you to say it 3 times.
Why? What does it symbolize?
Just as a charm.
I see.
Charm
What is daddy cake?
God knows.
Damn. So what do the necklaces symbolize?
The necklaces symbolize. So obviously they're crystals, innit? So this one's amethyst, this one's quartz, and this one's citrine. And I carry a lot of amethyst on me because it's like it negates negative energy. And obviously there's no worshipping in crystals like people think. I don't know, like all of that. That's all crazy. Yeah? But to me, crystals are a symbolization of your energy. And you can harness your energy in many different ways, like grounding, like walking barefoot on the ground, or just in different ways. And obviously, I meditate a lot, so I like to harness my energy into the crystals. And then, I wear them around me. Like I usually have them closer to my actual skin.
I see.
Can flex them today like a necklace, bro. This is my necklace. This is my jewels, cause I don't care about any $100,000. Like, man just wears my nice things, and that's for me.
It's funny you say that because diamonds themselves come from the ground the same way those crystals come from the ground. So diamonds themselves do have some kind of obviously connection to the earth, but I guess it's kind of become more of a fashion statement now, isn't it? Yeah. So it's lost this kind of the reason why people started wearing it. But another question I want to ask you: so what are you working on at the moment? Where's Mizzy going now?
Right now, I've just been on some passive flex, innit? Like, I don't know. Mizzy just teleported out of my mind. Ever since I stopped smoking and drinking, because I used to say, Mizzy's me on drugs. Mizzy's me on drugs. Like, because when you're high, you don't think. You think you're thinking. You think, oh, yeah, I'm perfectly fine. But you don't actually think. You're just always ignorant to situations. So now, I've just been a lot calmer and a lot more planning. Everything has a stage of planning involved. Because I've been doing social media since I was 8. So ever since then, I've always been planning stuff. And I started smoking when I was 14. And then when I started smoking, it blurred my mind. And then I had the whole state of delusions, which is why I got sectioned. But let's go back to actually why. So I started smoking, and then
before you say anything, for those of you who don't know, Mizzy, you were sectioned. You've been out for 2 weeks now. So those of you who are wondering what he's talking about, so please elaborate how you got sectioned and why you think you got
It
sectioned.
had me up in the mental asylum, bro.
Ah.
It had me in the mental asylum, bro. You know when they wear the straight jackets and that? I was wearing a straight jacket and I was getting injected. Nah, it's not all of that. But basically, I had a psychotic break.
Okay.
Yeah, so I stopped smoking I started smoking when I was 14 and I stopped smoking about a week or two before I had that psychotic break. So it was like I was going through a state of delusions, illusions, hallucinations, just bare stuff whilst I was coming back intact with reality. And obviously, it's not easy to stop smoking. And I stopped it straight away because I was drinking with it as well. Smoking and drinking, they say don't even do that because it's bad. Like it can cause like adverse effects. And obviously, I was drinking every single day for about 2 years, smoking every single day for about 4 years. So just stopping it straight away is going to cause some sort of problem. It's going to cause some sort of withdrawal. But I didn't have withdrawal. It was just that psychotic break. And that was just one psychotic break. And it was on that day. It was actually on that day when we were supposed to meet. And I was like, oh, these men are moving wet because no one wanted me to come to the podcast. And I wanted to come to that podcast on that day because I would have had it would have been a lot different. Like there would have been so much things that I would have been saying like rah, rah, rah. And then obviously when I got sectioned, it's like my memory got blanked. It got wiped.
So how did you remember to call me when you got out? How did you remember, oh, I was meant to be on the Drazzy show, let me call him?
My memory's coming back to me slowly but shortly. Like very slowly and very shortly. It's going to come back. But I'm remembering things because on the day I had my psychotic break, I was like to my boys, remember this, just remember this day. Like I kept saying it to my boys, do you remember? Like as we was going throughout the day, they kept forgetting things. And I was like, this is the whole point about drugs. You're forgetting things. Well, how are you forgetting things? They smoked at the beginning of the day. I didn't smoke that whole day. Yeah. I didn't smoke for a week or two prior. So my head was clearing up. It wasn't fully clear, but it was clearing up. And I was detoxing my whole skin because I only drink water now. You see this water right here? Highland Spring. Well, Pinner's also good for you as well. Obviously now, I'm telling them, do you remember this? Do you remember this? Do you remember this? And they're like, no, what happened? And it was like, they were making me go like crazy as well because they're not remembering simple things. And I'm like, why don't you remember this? Why don't you remember this? But it goes to show who my real friends were. That day taught me a lot.
You know what I reckon, Mizzy? I reckon, this is my personal perspective, I could be wrong. I reckon you're not meant to be smoking, bro. I reckon it's had an effect on your mentality, on your mental health, your mental state. But you're a very intelligent guy and you're fighting it. That's what I get. I get you got a strong mind, but yet this stuff will mess up any mind, but you got a strong mind, so you're fighting it.
Bro, I had psychotic. I'm about to say psychedelics. I psychotics. I had psychedelics once. I had mushrooms in it, and I had a strong dose of mushrooms to the point where I could have died that day. I could have died 3 times that day, and I remember those 3 times, and it was all because of skits as well. Like you see, they say, "Oh, your friends you keep around can have rather a good trip or a bad trip."
Who skits?
The Pain is an Illusion, brother.
The light skin guy I used to roll with.
Yeah, the light skin guy that always used to roll.
Did he get you into drugs? Did he get you into drugs?
He didn't get me into drugs. No, he didn't get me into drugs, but he got me onto the psychedelic side of drugs. I've only had mushrooms once, but he introduced me to mushrooms basically. He was like, oh yeah, try these. And before I was just like, no, I'll never try mushrooms. Like I'll never try that. Like that's a mad thing. But that's the mad thing because that's how they've portrayed it to you. Oh, it's a class A drug. If you take this, you could this could happen. You could hallucinate. You could see things. But it's all what the mind conjures at the end of the day. So it's how your mindset is, how you're visioning this stuff, what you perceive it as, and how you understand and view it. Basically. So he's telling me, yeah, let's take these. Like man does them. Oh yeah, this is good. It's not that bad as long as you have good people around you. And obviously, I've known him since I was young, so I thought, oh yeah, he's a good person. He's not gonna do the mad thing. Bang! I've had my psychedelics now. I've had like 6 grams of dried mushrooms now. He's had about 2 grams that day. So I'm tripping out. My first time on mushrooms, I'm tripping out. And he's only had 2 grams, so he's kind of tripping out, but he's not really tripping out. And he's just doing the mad thing. He has a mad gag reflex. He can just vomit things at will. So he was vomiting things at will. And I thought it was like, to me, I literally hallucinated a baby coming out of his mouth.
The man of a shrooming. The man of a shrooming. No, stop with that, bro. This is real life shrooming. I just saw that.
It was a mad thing. So he's vomited it now, and I've run as fast as I could out because I thought it was a baby coming out of his mouth. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I've run out now, and my phone's dropped down a spiral of stair. Like we're at the top of the block, and my phone's just dropped down a spiral. And whilst it's dropped, it opened up. Like whilst it was dropping, it was weird. Something told me jump. Like something just said to me jump, and I came back into reality. Then I'm like, what the hell is going on?
So
like,
you would have killed yourself.
Yeah. That's what I said. That was the first time I almost died. I was like, literally, chill out. What am I doing? Chill out. What am I doing? And I just had to keep saying that to my brain. Like, chill out. What am I doing? I'm under the effects of drugs. I'm under the effects of drugs. Like, chill out. And once I kept saying that to my brain, I started coming back intact with reality. But like, everyone else is laughing. Everyone else thinks it's a joke. And I'm trying to tell them, bro, look, man, like, man's literally had mushrooms. Man's had psychedelic drugs. Like, it's going to affect my brain. Humans had it as well, and you're all just laughing. You think it's a joke. And it goes to show that your friends really, like, it goes to show who your friends really are, but it also goes to show, like, you can't be around bad people when you're tripping out like that. Because they will just laugh at you and think, oh, yeah, this guy's crazy, or this guy is, but it's the drugs. They affect your mindset. They affect how you see things.
How old are you, Mizzy?
How old am I? I'm 18.
18. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I don't know where I see myself in 10 years. I live in the present, in the moment. Like, planning my future is how you end up as a failure. You gotta just live in the moment. You can plan like a couple days ahead, but I like to plan present, just present. Because you live in the present, you make your future, and you live your past.
But you just mentioned earlier that there's certain friends you're not around anymore. Why do you think you're no longer around those friends? Is it because you see a future that maybe they're not going to make you obtain it?
You could say that, but also what happened in the past, which was the present at the time. And obviously, Skits, if you're watching this, you can even back this up, so don't even try it. But he told me he was evil.
He told you he was evil?
Yeah.
In what sense? How do you describe it to you?
He was just like, this my whole life I've had this whole sense of darkness, and like he was just talking about bears about dark. I don't really remember that day because I'm still trying to remember the day where I got sectioned, because that's gonna be a good story time when I actually get it perfectly nailed. But I do remember him telling me he was evil. Then he started crying because I made him cry basically, and the way he cried was one tear and then 2 tears on that side. So he cried 3 tears. Don't you think that's a bit weird? Like, he said he's never cried before in his life as well.
What does the number 3 symbolize to you? Why does it make it weird?
Because 3 is a powerful number. Like, a lot of things happen in 3. Like, Christians believe in the Trinity. A lot of Islam acts are done in 3, and there's 3 Abrahamic religions. Like, there's so much different things that happen in 3s. And 3, the rule of 3, karma. Like, in some religions they believe karma happens in 3s. Like, so 3 is a powerful number, innit? So for him to just cry 3 tears after telling me he's never cried before and telling me he's evil, it's a bit weird.
That's very interesting.
He's running to the middle of the road randomly, and there's a car coming at full speed. So the car's going zoom, and my man's like jumps in the middle right in front of the car like he wanted to kill himself. Yeah. Then he's done that, but the car stopped. And then once the car stopped, he screamed, "I am evil." Now he's done that. We've walked now down the road, and the sky's turned red. Like, only in my area, I swear to you, God. Like, and I don't even swear to God.
This after he told you he was evil.
This is after he told me he was evil. The sky went red. He can even back it up. He has the videos on his phone. That's what jars me, because I wish I had that video. It makes so much sense for the situation. But he recorded it. He was all smiling like, "Oh my days, I done this." No. Because it was only around our area. So that's what makes it way weirder. Then we've gone to my boy's house. My boy, big up Dylan. Like, he can actually vouch for this because he was there when he came out. Like, he didn't know what was happening beforehand. He just came out and said, "Why is the sky red?" And I told him the situation. He's like, "Raw, that's mad." So obviously the sky is still red while this is happening. And do you know about the siren screen?
No.
Like, it's like a powerful screen that it alters the vibration.
Scream?
Yeah, siren.
Oh, the sirens, as in the mermaids.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So obviously I've tried to attempt that basically because I've seen the sky red and I'm like, bro, this is not meant to be the sky. So the siren screen is supposed to be powerful, isn't it? And it's supposed to have like divine power over it. So I've done a siren scream basically. I've screamed as loud as I can, and I've never screamed that loud before. Like, I actually had a different vibration to my screen, and it parted. The clouds parted. The sky went from red to back to blue, and then it started pouring down of rain. It was like a storm. But I've looked to the side now. After I've done the scream, I screamed for about 10 to 20 seconds. I've done that scream. I've looked to the side of me. Skits is gone. he's gone. Like he ran off.
I thought you were about to say he disappeared and into thin air.
No, it didn't
So
disappear.
you saw him running.
No, I didn't see him running. He
just disappeared.
Just disappeared.
So
But obviously he didn't. Like, where's he disappearing to? So me and my boy were literally talking. I done the scream. Skips was next to me. I've looked next to me. He's gone. Now I've gone to go look for him because I'm like, do you not see this? Like this ain't. Don't you think this is a bit weird? Like what you told me and then what I done and like, don't you think? I was trying to get like a common ground to understand. He's gone, completely gone. Like I've looked around the whole block we was in. He's completely gone. I don't know where he went, but it's weird how it started pouring down of rain after he cried. Like, and then I screamed. Like it's just all weird.
But do you think you could have like hallucinated all that? Do you think you could have
No, because my boy was there as well.
He saw Skits as well.
He saw
Okay,
everything
okay.
happen.
Wow.
Like, and my boy was a third party character to the situation.
Jeez.
So it's so weird. Like it's weirder than like there's a lot of higher powers going on right now. And it's not even just that in a sense. There's a lot of weird stuff that's been happening recently. Like
In what sense?
in reality. I don't know, like the clouds have been moving weird. Like the sky, have you not seen the sky that day when it was like orangey? Like it's been orangey a lot recently.
I do remember a few days ago it was orange, yeah.
Yeah, like
I think last weekend I was at a barbecue with my family and the sky was orange, yeah.
just so much like unexplained events. I don't even know how to explain it myself. I'm still getting my memory back, so I'm not even trying to go on a tangent and people think I'm crazy again. Like I'm not doing that. So I'm just trying to state facts for what it is. And that day, that's what happened that day. And I know that's what happened that day because I remember that bit of the day. I've walked home now. I'm literally wearing like a t-shirt. I was wearing like this, and I've walked home in the rain. I was just like, do you know what? Forget everybody. I'm going home. And I've walked home. I've just gone to my bed, and Jewish people stopped me actually. It stopped raining, and then some Jewish people, because I live in Stamford Hill, innit? So it's a predominantly Jewish area.
Orthodox Jews, but they wearing a hat and yeah.
I'm at the top of my road, and Jews have stopped me now, and they're like, "Oh, you've done it." That's what they said to me. And they're like, "Can I get a picture? You're the most famous guy in our area. I love you." Like I swear down, that's what the
Even
Jewish people said to
after
me.
Piers Morgan was trying to be angry with you for saying that you basically attacked a Jewish guy by jumping on his back.
But I defended them, and I defended my point as well, because I didn't just do it to Jewish people. I did it to white people, black people, Asian people, any types of person. So for me to do it to them, that's me involving them in the situation, basically. Like it's not me, it's me not leaving them out. Oh, because they're different. Why are they different? They're just humans. Just because they wear something different doesn't mean they're different to anybody else I've done it to. And that's why I thought I could do it to him.
You've amassed a massive kind of like following. A lot of kids like you. You're very popular, but you've become popular for doing certain pranks that adults, like some of them, including myself, I think, okay, so he's famous for doing nothing. Like he's literally just jumped on people's back. He's running people's houses. It's a lot of silly stuff, but you're an intelligent guy. So what do you hope to do with this fame? Because you can't keep doing silly stuff. You're 18. What do you hope to do with this fame?
Obviously, I've got a CBO, so I can't even make pranks for 2 years now. So they've just literally done me over, but they done me over. Everything happens for a reason. That's what I believe in. Everything happens for a reason. So they've done me over, and now it's just time for me to become an actual influencer, normal influencer. Boxing, doing music. I got a company coming out soon. Got a charity coming out soon. Got merchandise coming out soon. Websites opening. We're gonna start doing vlogs. Got headline shows coming up. So a lot of stuff's coming up, but I'm just trying to live in the present. I'm not even trying to think of the future. Because thinking about the future, there's so much avenues I can go down now.
Don't you think you need time to clear your mind? Because you've only been out 2 weeks from I don't know what they call it. Is it a mental asylum? What do they call it these days?
Mental health institution.
Mental health institution. You've been out for 2 weeks now from a mental health institution. Don't you think you need to clear your mind for a bit and then figure out where you want to go? Because you might be going in a direction that is like a treadmill.
Just the movement system. I just move with it. If I stop for a moment, that's when it could potentially mess up anything. I just live in the moment, so I just go with the moment. Like right now, this podcast. I got another podcast later on. Like I just go with the moment, innit? And to me, I was tired this morning. I don't even think I was gonna make it. I still made it. I still persevered, and we're still here talking right now. So all in the mind. It's whatever your mind. It's whatever you think in your mind. It's wherever your mindset is. It's wherever your energy you're displaying is. You can always do something.
So you just want to go with the flow. You don't want to take a break. You're trying to keep going. So you feel like you naturally need to take a break.
Yeah, until I feel like no one can tell me when I need a break. My body will tell me when I need a break. My mind will tell me when I need a break. No one can tell me, oh, you need a break. You need to chill out. You need to chill out and stop telling me what to do. That's all it is. Because right now at this very moment, they basically made me a celebrity. You can go search on the internet right now with Mizzy. I'm on Wikipedia. There's news articles on me basically every day. So I have to utilize that as much as I can before people are like, oh, he's falling off. Like, I don't believe people can fall off. Like, you fall off if you make yourself fall off. And I'm not making myself fall off because I've been put on. Basically, they put me on. They put me on Wikipedia. They put me on the news. They put me in places. I go down the road every single day of my life now. I get stopped by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, like people every day. So there's time to utilize it and actually start making sensible money. Because I was making stupid money back then. I was making money. But I was spending it as well because I used to do a lot of drugs. Not even drugs like that. When I say drugs, I only mean weed and alcohol.
You got a child, right?
Yeah.
And you're 18.
Yeah.
When I was 18, like, I'm 39. Around the time when I was your age or younger, that stuff was like, whoa, like you were looked at like, oh my God, how have you got a kid at that age? What's your relationship like with your child?
My child has COVID. That doesn't relate to what's my relationship
your
with my
child.
child.
I see the picture of you holding your child. It's very tiny. How old is your child?
He's 10 months old.
He's got COVID.
Yeah, but obviously COVID, that's a whole illusion within itself. Like,
how does a 10-month-old get COVID? Like, where was your? Is it your missus or your baby mother? Like, what is it?
Never my missus. We was never together.
Okay, so how like where's your baby mother taking your child to get COVID?
She don't even take him anywhere. It's more of who she brings in the house. But I even want to talk about this too tough. But she's just a wild child. Yeah, and not a child. She's an adult. She's 18 years old. Yeah, but she's a wild child. Like, she'll just have random guys up in the yard, and like, she just does whatever, innit? Yeah. And then my child's there, and like, I will bug out at her personally. And that's why I don't really call on that issue too tough. Because me going, like, we're not together. We've never been together. So it's not in my place to call her out on that. But then again, that's my child. Like, you gotta know what you're doing. So she's going out, she'll go partying, she'll leave the child with her mum or her sister. She don't even call me to be like, oh yeah, come look after your child. She calls mum and sister, and maybe the mum and sister has friends over, maybe this, that, and the other. And then she herself always has her friends over. They will have their friends over. And it's like, what about the child?
Yeah, but Mizzy, look, man, you're a grown man, and I'm a lot older than you, and I'm listening to you, and in all honesty, bro, you got no leg to stand on. You chose the woman, you laid with the woman, you had a child with the woman, and on top of that, while hold on. While she's doing what she's doing, you're running up in people's houses, you're jumping on people's backs, you're on social media talking about it's an illusion. How are you setting an example for her to want to leave the child with you? How are you setting an example? Look, as men, we lead. See me, I lead my wife. My wife has my daughter. I lead, and I set the kind of example where she'll follow my lead. If I was doing the stuff you were doing, Mizzy, she would not follow me. So if she done a madness as well, I'd be contradicting myself by being upset with her.
She fucked my boys. Yeah, like, and then she told me too late, when it was too late to get an abortion, that
she had sex with your boys.
Yeah. Like, I could go way deeper into her situation. Like, it's way deeper than just me. I do this stuff to make my money. She does it, but she's under the government's way. Like, she literally lives by herself, but for 3 years, she don't have to work. She don't have to do nothing. She just chose and does whatever she wants to do. And then when she was out here doing the mad thing with my boys, so obviously what happened was, I don't want to explain it too tough, innit? I just know that she done the mad thing with my boys, innit? Like, 2 of them, innit? My close friends, innit? Like, I didn't even know until after. She was the one who told me herself. Like, oh yeah, you see that? Yeah, I done this. I'm like, what do you mean?
I can't lie, man. You're a man and you made your decision, bro. I wish I could feel sorry for you in this scenario, but I guess the way you're saying it, you yourself, deep down, you made your choice. Do you know what I mean?
How did I make my choice? Like, my body count is higher than my age. I've been doing this. Like,
but you're answering it right now, bro. You made your choice. You decided to go there, and you didn't decide to see if it was something suitable, if it was something sensible. And were you wearing a condom?
No.
There we go. So how can you sit here and talk to me, bro? I'm a grown man. I'm not gonna give you no sympathy, bro. If I was one of your boys, I'd be like, yeah, she's this, she's that. But I can't blame her. I blame the two of you, bro.
No, I'm not just blaming myself. Yeah. I'm just blaming her. Like, there's two sides to make one. Like, obviously, there's 2 people that make one child.
Yeah.
But even now, the stuff that she's doing now, like, doesn't add up. And then you want to call my phone and ask me for money.
This is the reason why me personally, I disagree with this whole baby mother thing. Like, I'm a man. I've always wanted to get married. I've always wanted to find a suitable mate where I can study her mentality, study her patterns, her traits, her culture, see if it's suitable for a man like myself. Because, bro, I know some friends that are in the same situation that you're in, where they got this whole baby mother thing going on, and bro, it just never works out. And if things aren't working out, you can't expect the child to like grow up in a stable environment.
I'm just going to explain the allegation to you, which is that you've got uploaded 2 TikTok videos, or 2 Twitter videos, from 25th of May, after the video.
I keep telling you, you're an intelligent person, but your environment is not for you. The substances you're taking are not for you, because I can see you got a strong mind that's fighting this stuff, but you're so deeply engrossed in it that it's having an effect on you, where as much as you're fighting it, you're still kind of like going with the flow as well. And sometimes going down that flow, that's why I said to you, where do you see yourself in 10 years? You said to me, I don't think about the future. Mizzy, you need to start thinking about the future, bro. As much as you believe you don't need to, bro, if you keep living in the present, you won't be able to see the attacks when you're under it. You'll just be under attack and you won't see where they're coming from, because you're thinking, if I survive this, I've got another day. No, you can avoid that completely and not even be under the firing range, if you start thinking about the future, bro.
Well, I do think about the future, but I don't actively plan my future out. Like,
you need to, bro. Bro, I guarantee you, Mizzy, the way you are as a person, I drove here with you. We had a long drive. You're a highly intelligent man. If you started planning towards your future and stop thinking, if I plan, then I plan to fail, forget that. Your plan is not going to fail if you are solid with it, which means you avoid certain people. Like, you could have avoided that girl. If you avoid certain friends, you could have avoided that friend. If you avoid certain situations, you could have avoided that situation, because when you've got a plan and, I'm focused on it, you avoid the things that you can see from a mile away. It's kind of like the Matrix effect, where they were shooting at Neo and he was just going back and back and dodging all the bullets because he saw them from a mile away. But if he was living for the present and just went, oh, what's that? Boom, 1 bullet to the head. Now you've got to like regenerate and find yourself again and go to a psychiatric ward, come out and decide, what do I do with my life? And Mizzy, you're too intelligent for that, bro.
Right, but I'm a product of my environment, innit? And when I was younger, there's nothing I can do about the past, like I said. So it's literally my part. Right now, I'm still trying to mold my future. I can't just think about the future. That will leave my brain collapsed right now. Because I've literally lost half my memory. That's what I'm trying to gain back. Like, I literally actually have lost half my memory. I got home and I have 2 pairs of shoes. I used to have the newest shoes. I used to have clothes. All my clothes are gone. My room is literally a state.
So like, where's all the stuff gone?
God knows. My mom don't even know where it's gone. I asked my mom yesterday, because I only came to that realization. Wait, where's my stuff? I've asked my mom. I kind of bugged out my mom, kind of, and I shouldn't have, but it's understandable, because where's my stuff? They're like, where's my stuff? She's like, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Oh, the police came in with a bag and started taking all your stuff. What do you mean they started taking all my stuff? I was literally in the mental health institution and they've come and taken bare stuff. They've literally, my carpet's gone, like my bed's gone. My bed's gone. Like, my bed is gone. Where's my stuff?
I'm not gonna lie, the reason that made me laugh. My bed's gone. Where's my bed gone?
Bro, because like, what is going on? Now I have to sleep on a blow-up bed. Like, so there's other things now that I have to focus on before I can focus on my future.
You don't know what happened to me, bro. Man got sectioned, bro. Man got sectioned. Like, bro, they thought I was a madman. They thought I was under psychosis because of the things I was saying. And I got sectioned. I was sectioned in Section 2 of the Mental Health Act. I've been there for the past 20 days.
But bro, listen, I'm going to have to wrap it up. But one thing I will say though, Mizzy, just keep fighting, keep staying strong mentally, and keep knowing that your purpose is to provide good and greatness. It's not to go down the road of doing stuff that people are going to question you or doubt you or make you feel like you're not doing anything sensible. Just, if they're going to question or doubt you, let them question or doubt you, because you're providing something which is an alternative to the goodness. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, okay, this is your version of goodness, this is my version of goodness. So rather than it being, oh, you're definitely doing wrong, like, let it be, okay, you're good, but this is what we would think is good. And you'd be like, no, this is what I believe is good. Bring something that's of more substance or more value. I hope I'm making sense. No, I'm probably not articulating myself in the best way.
I'm here listening to you, but hopefully they understand as well. Because
okay,
love me or hate me, you're still going to watch me at the end of the day. And I know there's going to be hate comments on this video, But I haven't done nothing bad in this video for you to be hating on me. So just know that.
Anything you want to say before we wrap up?
We outside in the districts. The movement is real. You already know where it is. Like, it's your boy Mizzy. I've been with Mr. Drazzy. And we're outside. Have a nice day.
Well, technically we're inside.
No, we're outside with our inner selves.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Drazzy Show. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Mizzy dropped some game. Drazzy dropped some game. Leave some comments, likes, share.
Riz Mizzy in the chat.
Like, share, all that kind of stuff, man. Do you know what I mean? And
remember, God is always watching.
That's it. And don't forget to subscribe as well, man. Because God is watching. Press that subscribe button.
Like, he's watching you right now. He's watching you watch this show right now. So you must subscribe. Just subscribe.
You heard it. You heard it. You heard it. Peace.
Yali.
The Drazzy Show.